which I will touch on later, is our Achieving Owls program. We had our different sessions, not only during morning assemblies, but throughout the day there would be special assemblies also. I also want to highlight, and again we're going to come back, I'm going to have Mr. Boyd say a few more words with regards to academic achievement, is the effectiveness. What you will find also at our school is that the leaders as well as members of faculty and staff also teach classes. So when you look here, you will find where we would have had guest educators, we would have had our teacher of the years highlighted, staff educators, so that you may find our attendance counselor might teach a class on cooking and etiquette, all based on the needs of our students. We're looking not only at the academics, we're looking at their social and behavioral components, and we're looking at their knowledge and understanding of self. So I just threw out a whole lot of things at you. I'm going to ask Mr. Boyd to share with you a little bit about the specifics with regards to our corrective reading classes, where we identified some of our lower level reading scores and how we attempted to improve those.
Time. Where's the timer? How much time I have? Oh, that's good. Now, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
When it comes to this teaching thing, I love this thing. And when it comes to the students, listen, we have to make sure that they understand how to transfer knowledge. It's one thing to stand in front of them and bah, 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 and say that you get it, yes, again. That's not good enough. It's not good enough for me. And I don't let it be good enough for them. So one of the things we did, using all the different things we don't come to here, right? When we talked about data, because without data, if you're not collecting data at your school, in every different aspect, you don't have anything. You cannot compare anything. You don't know. You can say you know. We can have all kind of beautiful pictures. But it's the numbers. The numbers don't lie. And the numbers prove out itself over time. And what we found over time was that it kept coming back. Every time you get your IT-based scores, reading, language, all the time. And it's like, what we're going to do, just keep walking into the wall, and say, well, like, yeah, we're doing it, but nothing's happening. So what we did, we used the data to drive the instruction. We used direct instruction, the corrective reading program that they have. They have reading, mastering, and corrective reading. Corrective reading takes you from wherever you are, no matter what age, and it places you. And then it works with you to build you, to get you to read. So what we did, we used that, to use the ITBS data from last year. That's how we started the program this year, the intervention program. We took that data, we took the people who were at the bare bottom. These were people, let's talk the truth, scored 1 out of the whole lot of reading, 3, 6, something's wrong. So therefore, we cannot overlook them because, I mean, that's telling you that these people are sitting inside rooms, so what are they doing? But we have to help them because they're ours and we need to make sure that they become productive members of our community. So with this program now, we took the ITBS scores, we have a placement test we get them for the program, we took the star reading, and I used another assessment. And we triangulated the data because we want to make sure, like, you don't get a false read. If you didn't get it here, you didn't get here, you didn't get here, then you don't have it. Okay? So now, what we did when we did it, you have to keep constantly measuring and assess. That's where when they tell you about progress monitoring, you have to be monitoring your children, not once in a while, but constantly, because you need to know where we're dropping off, where we're dropping off. So, what we did here, we have here, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade. What we have, when they first came in, like for example, I have someone here in 2nd grade. This is what they did last year on ITBS. They did ITBS last year. Person did below basic, 6. The ITBS this year, same student, you know. Same student. He did 6. He had 24. He did move from below basic to proficient, but he moved up. Look at the difference what he did. Why? Because of the reading program. when they first came into the reading program, when we gave them the reading program, matter of fact, I tell you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The person had, when he took the placement test, 25 errors. It took him 6 minutes and 35 seconds to read a little tiny passage. Right? Now, come the following year. Come the following year. Now, this is in December. Same student. Student went from 25 errors and 6 minutes. He went down to 6 errors, 3 minutes and 6 seconds. Same passage. Why? Because you're drilling, you're pushing. You're correcting errors immediately. You're not letting them make a mistake and tell them we'll get to it. No. It's corrected immediately so they don't learn something incorrectly. No. We did that. We have the star reading, where the star reading showed where at the beginning it was like, ah. But then what happens? They picked up again, and the data bears itself out. Now, will I stand up here and tell you that every last single soul progressed? Yeah. But, let me be totally honest, yeah, they did. But did they, because you had some people who, it was just a little minuscule something. But they did it. But the thing is, on the whole, they moved. The majority of the people moved, and the data bears itself out, not just in one assessment, but in 3 different assessments we have here. And what the beauty of it is to me, is that it's the ITBS this year. Listen. See this set here? This is some 5th graders. This is some 4th graders. This is the ITBS when they first came in from last year. Now, we see the red below basic, right? Now, this year, from the ITBS they just took, they went from below basic to basic. I got like 27% broke jump. You understand? That's good. Because you got to remember these children, when you see struggling, these are the children who don't have any kind of self-confidence. These are the children who go into the academy. These are the children who doing all kind of things other than want to sit down and want to learn. So then, you have to make sure then that you're providing them with the opportunity to feel good about themselves. How do you get them to feel good about themselves? Is that you always let them know it's all right to make a mistake. It's all right. It's all right, but you have to correct that mistake. You have to do it. You have to do it. So that consistency, and that's the difference. Like, for example, the student here, we don't have any names. You don't need to know their names. Privacy, right? And the law. Okay? Now, this student here, imagine. This student here last year, ITBS, basic 16. Move to basic 32. When you see this green, see this green, that meant this student here went from a basic, below basic 9 to proficient. That's the ITBS. That's the reading program. That's the corrective reading program. And the corrective reading program is just that, corrective reading, where you're being tested and monitored weekly. You're always being checked. So, at our school, we take the intervention and we want to make it work. Why? Because there's always people coming in. They come in at all different times of the year. But you got to take what you have and you got to push them. If you push that bottom up, the top is going to move. And that's what we want to see, the growth. That's why we have the people all across, all the different areas, because we want success for all.
And I just want to say that we also have been taking the time. You see some up here the results of some of our surveys. We've been surveying our parents. We've been surveying the students because we also want to know how they feel about what we're doing. We were able to offer the Achieving Owls program, which was our after-school program. We did receive good results, good feedback, and even straight to our kitchen. We're doing surveys to find out what do they feel about what's happening in the kitchen. What's the service there? What's the feeling you get on the campus? We are really pleased with a lot of the things that we're doing. It's a whole lot of things, just like at the other schools. We are busy. We are convinced that, the time is, not only are we moving in the right direction, the time moves faster at EBO somehow, because we don't stop. So, again, please do visit our board. Take a time to look. We're doing a lot of things, and we are seeing that the data is showing that we are progressing. Thank you.
And let this board look nice. Thank you very much. Thank you.